Hi, welcome to Pandorastarot. This is a reading for the sign of Aries for the month of April 2016. Welcome, everyone. Just in case you don't get to the end of the video, as some people always ask me in the comments, if you want a private reading, you can contact me at pandorastarot@gmail.com. Okay, so it's all the information in the little box below this video. So let's start, Aries, with this reading right here. You have in the challenge position the Fool. And, the Fool is a card that is the number 0. It's the card that starts the tarot. And it's the card that also talks about new beginnings, okay? And starting on a new path, completely new path in your life. It's a path that it's almost totally different from everything you have been doing before this, okay? And you also have, I have to say, you have 3 out of 5 cards are major arcana, and major arcana cards are very important, are the crucial moments of our lives. That's what they symbolize. So to have 3 in 1 reading for 1 month, it means that the month of April, it's going to be super important in terms of manifesting and changing things in your lives regarding these cards, okay? So there is a new energy going around for you, Aries, and I think it would be very good for you to really grasp it. So let's go back to the Fool. The Fool, like I said, it's new beginnings, but it's also a new beginning that you're set on a new path, that you're completely confident that it's your path and that is where you're supposed to be right now. The Fool walks around, completely confident that he will get from the universe whatever he deserves, whatever he needs. He won't need anything else, that it won't be provided. And he's almost at the edge of the cliff, and in some tarots, actually the dog it's biting him. So, and he's just looking at the sun and being happy. So there is a childlike energy, a sort of innocence about this whole new beginning, that it's very, it could look like a fool for other people, but for you, Aries, you're going to enjoy this, because you're certain that you're set on the path that you're going to travel in the next period of your life, okay? Like I said, it opens the tarot, it opens the major arcana road, and the road of the tarot, the major arcana, is the road of the Fool, okay? So this is a new path that you're traveling, that you're going to be on for a very, not a very long time, but for quite some time, okay? Of course, it will depend for each and every one of you, but it's not something that will end by the end of April. In the center of the reading, you have the Sun. The Sun, again, another card that talks about having a lot of energy and happiness. So it's going to be a really good month emotionally for you, Aries. Also, the Sun, we can see kids here. So if you have been having trouble conceiving, if perhaps you have some kind of medical issue and now you're starting on a new path treating this medical issue, well, perhaps the month of April is a good month for you to get pregnant or to be able to adopt. There's kids coming into the picture. Of course, if you don't want to get pregnant, if you don't want to have kids, be cautious, because the energy is there. Also, the Sun is receiving recognition from others. So this new path, perhaps at first people were telling you, well, yeah, I don't know, maybe, and you were completely sure that this is what you were supposed to be doing. Well, now this new path will pay off. I think people will start to see that this is what you should be doing, or that you're actually good at doing this. So you will receive recognition, and you will have the energy to keep going. In the position of the things you cannot change, you have the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is a card that represents having many options. And, we can see the cups are floating around. So I would say you're going to have to, there's a moment where you're going to have to choose an option out of many. I don't think any of these options will completely satisfy you. Okay, so this is why perhaps you will be stalling, you won't be making a decision right away. Another thing with this card, I mean, it's not a bad thing that you have many options, it's just that you're not seeing the one that is right for you. Another thing with this card is that there is a bit of distraction could be going on around you with so many options. It's kind of like you know, you pay attention to this, and then you pay attention to this, and then you pay attention to this, and then that, and then, you know, so focus could wave. So be mindful of that, of not losing your like I said, not losing your focus. Okay, being able to just keep in mind what is your goal. Don't get off track, especially now that you finally started a new path. Because for the Fool card to appear, you need to have been doing previous work in the previous months, Aries, to be able to close some cycles in your life, you know, to tie up loose ends, and to, you know, this is not a sudden new beginning, this is something you have been working towards. In the position of the help you're going to receive, you have the Temperance card. This is a great card because it says that beyond the fact that you might be dealing with a lot of options and you have like a lot of energy in the month of April, Aries, you also have emotional stability. With the Temperance, we have an angel that moves water from one cup to the other, and he has one foot on the water, one on the earth. It's very balanced. So even though you might be dealing with quite some things, even though you might be dealing with a lot of energy, you will be able to remain, you know, peaceful throughout the month. There is no big shakeups emotionally, because I think it has to do it's related to the Fool card, where you're convinced that you are in the path that you're supposed to be. Okay. As the final card, we have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is a card that represents an option or an offer coming out of the least expected of places. We see a cup that comes up through the clouds, and the character is actually focused in the three cups below. Okay, so there's this card is associated with boredom, but what I feel here is that it goes hand in hand with the Seven of Cups. So none of the options of the Seven of Cups satisfies you. Okay, and perhaps it's not good. You're not being able to make a choice. What the tarot is saying here is that you should be able to open your spectrum. Try to be open-minded, to have your eyes wide open, so you don't lose any option, any opportunity, because the opportunity and the offer and that option that comes from the least expected of places is the one that is going to satisfy you. Okay, but if you have tunnel vision, like the character in the card that is focusing only on the three cups in front of him, then you will miss it. Okay, so it's a great month, but it's also a month for you to be alert, and the good thing is that you have the energy to achieve that. So I hope, Aries, that this is helpful. I want to thank everyone who watches and likes and comments my videos. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I'll see you next month. Take care.